fine. You can use Scilab or you can use Octave, or even if you want to code it in Python, it's fine for me, not a problem. So the thing is, you have to work on the given assignment. So assignments we will only give it after, say something like after your mid-sem. Okay, that is the thing. So we are planning for 6 experiments. 3 hardware experiments we will be showing you over a recorded video, and some 3 MATLAB experiments or Simulink based on our convenience. It would be better if we go with MATLAB. So MATLAB experiments, we will show you how exactly everything varies in MATLAB, and I'll also give you a basic tip of how to code. You might be knowing already because you have studied in 3rd semester. So that's how the things have been planned for communication lab. And I want all of you to be present here because no recorded videos will be given to you. That is for sure. So I would request everyone to be present for at least 30 minutes. That is what we expect from communication lab. I think Professor Tanvir sir is here. I would request Tanvir sir to take over if I missed anything. Tanvir sir, you can take over.
Yeah, thank you, Gautam. Good evening to everyone. Like we will be starting today this communication lab. So as Gautam told, we will be having 3 hardware experiments and 3 MATLAB-based software experiments, which is nothing but it is also on what I call communication domain only. That we have still decided, but basically modulation system or modulation scheme will be there. So the first 3 hardware experiment which we have planned for you all is based on total what you have studied in your previous semester and you are studying presently in this semester. So based on that, out of 6 or 7 hardware experiments we have in our communication system lab, out of that we have handpicked 3 experiments. So that is low VSWR. So basically low VSWR you will see for a perfect matching load or a like optimized matching load, how much would be the VSWR variation and how to calculate that VSWR for a practical load just for like horn antenna or for shorted load. Then second experiment will be for antenna. So you have to characterize the radiation pattern of your dipole antenna, because dipole is a more often used antenna. So we have taken this dipole antenna. Similarly, you can take pattern for any type of antenna, whether it is Yagi-Uda, horn or monopole, anything. For the simplicity, we have taken a dipole antenna since you have studied all the characteristics of your dipole antenna. And third experiment will be the characterization of different microwave components, like directional coupler we have studied. So here you will be seeing a similar type of device, that is branch line coupler, whose performance more or less is same as your directional coupler. Then ring resonator. So this will give a complete glance of the things which you have studied in your microwave and antenna. So based on this, we have selected 3 experiments for hardware, and similarly, we'll be having some modulation system-based software experiment which we will be simulating on MATLAB. So as far as today's lab is concerned, so we'll start with low VSWR experiment where we explain each and everything, and you just go through this video. So we saw the CRO graph pattern. So from CRO we can calculate this VSWR pattern for your antenna. So each thing is visualized properly, and we have tried to take all these recordings in a high definition camera. If anything is not visible, or if anything is, I think it is visible. If anything is not clear, you just ask once the video gets done. Okay. So with this, let us start today's experiment, that is low VSWR. I request Dr. Gautam to please go ahead with the running of that particular experiment.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Hope the screen is visible.
Yes. Yeah, it is visible.
Yeah.
Sir, his sound is low.
Yeah, we can't hear the video sound.
Yeah, that's what.
What happened, sir?
Sir, video sound is not audible, sir.
Video sound is not audible. One second. How about still not getting, sir?
No, now audio is not there, sir. Let us see. Just play it, sir.
Tanvir, sir, not getting still?
No, not getting. Just you run it, sir. Just once we'll see. No, sir. We are not getting this. Your system noise is this laptop speaker is on.
Yes, yes. Speaker is on. I have kept it at 200%. Once again,
Not
I'll.
this. Not this VLSI, VLC, sir. This one, your system, that speaker.
Yes, 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 yes. It's on.
Just you cut and share once again. Increase the sound, sir.
Excuse me, sir. Sir, while sharing the screen, I think you can enable the include computer sound.
So you have to enable computer sound.
Is there a problem, sir, still?
Yeah, it is not. Sound is not this computer. That speaker you just on it, sir. If it is low.
No, I'm given at 100% only. Now I've shared the link with you, sir. Shared the link with you. Can you download it?
The problem is that here network is not fine, sir.
Yeah, 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 yeah. That is the thing. That is the thing.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So while you share the screen,
Yeah,
there
tell
is
me.
an option to include computer sound before you start sharing the
Yeah.
screen. So if you
Yeah, that I have clicked that. I'll leave the meeting and join once again by doing that. Yeah. One second.
okay, sir.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Sir, when you'll click on share screen option, sir, there will be a
Entire
option where you have to tick, sir. It says include system audio, sir.
Include computer sound. I have clicked it. Just we will verify once again. Yeah.
Next
Sound.
experiment will be studying about low VSWR calculation
Yeah, it
by
is coming.
Klystron supply. So
Yes.
It's visible and it's audible, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Next experiment will be studying about low VSWR calculation by using Klystron supply. So here we are going to learn few things, as already we have seen, like to calculate VSWR and reflection coefficient. This is gamma is nothing but reflection coefficient for perfect matching load. Okay, so let us see these things. Already we have studied. So here how this practically makes significance, we'll see. So now you know this thing. When you have ZL is equal to Z0, load impedance is equal to characteristic impedance. So what you have, reflection coefficient. So that means reflection coefficient is almost 0. Not 0 only. ZL minus Z0 divided by ZL plus Z0. That means whatever power you are giving, the entire power is transmitted through your second port. So in this case, that means what you will be having, reflection coefficient is ZL is equal to Z0. So you will be having 0 reflection coefficient. That means whatever power you are incidenting, the entire power is passing through that particular line. So for a perfect matching condition, the reflection coefficient is 0. Now strictly speaking, just we are taking what I call mod value. If I'm taking normal gamma, it is nothing but what I call complex value. So I have taken a mod of magnitude only I'm discussing, since it is a complex thing, this reflection coefficient. So now VSWR, if we calculate for perfect matching conditions, so VSWR formula, you know, 1 plus mod of gamma divided by 1 minus mod of gamma. So now for perfect matching conditions, what is the value of gamma? You got 0. So for VSWR for perfect matching condition is around 1. Okay, now we'll take another condition. Another condition is what? Perfect mismatch condition. So next one is perfect mismatch condition or mismatch condition. So in that scenario, what you will be having, ZL will completely not equal to Z0. That means load impedance does not equal to characteristic impedance. That means suppose this is your device, whatever power you are incidenting, the entire power will be reflecting back. Say in that case, what is your gamma? Gamma will be whatever you are giving, the entire is reflected back. That means it is 1. Whatever you are incidenting, same is reflected back from the line. So corresponding to this scenario, now calculate the VSWR. So VSWR again 1 plus mod of gamma divided by 1 minus mod of gamma. So corresponding to perfect mismatch condition, that is 1, what you will be getting? So 1 plus 1 divided by 1 minus 1. That means you will be getting infinity. So you can see for a reflection coefficient, under matching condition or mismatching condition, the maximum variation you can observe for reflection coefficient is from where? Reflection coefficient varies from where to where? 0 to 1, with 0 being as perfect matching condition and 1 being perfect mismatching condition. Okay, corresponding to this, VSWR varies from where to where? VSWR varies from 1 to infinity. 1 being matching condition and infinity means mismatching conditions. In practical scenario, when we design antenna or anything, so the VSWR, what we expect should lie between 1 to 2. This I'm talking about low VSWR. So it should range between 1 and 2. That means if you are going towards 1, that means you are going towards more matching condition. If you are moving towards 2, that means you are moving towards more mismatching condition. So the dissipation or the loss in the transmitted power will be more. So for a practical scenario, for designing of all the practical microwave devices, we consider low VSWR. That means it should be between 1 to 2. In your antenna also, if we make antenna, so we consider the bandwidth of the antenna where the VSWR ranges between 1 to 2. Similarly for other microwave devices also, until and unless some stringent requirement is there as per the application demand. So usually, generally we follow that VSWR should lie between 1 to 2. Now this particular thing we have to verify practically from this particular low VSWR experiment. So in order to do this experiment, we require a klystron supply, which is as shown here. You can see this is klystron supply. Already you have seen this in your lab when you were here physically. So this is a klystron supply, and continuously you have to on the fan in order to make it less heated, this particular klystron. And then you will be having frequency meter, anyhow is not required. This is your isolator, and here this is a particular line where you have to move slotted microstrip, slotted line. So this is the slotted line where you have to move. Corresponding to this, you have to note down the values of maxima and minima on the line. So this is particular load end, and you have to move from load to source. Since source, why? Because you are spreading power from this end. So this is your source and this is your load end. And at the load we have a matched, optimally matched horn antenna. We can have a perfectly matched load also, because that is not required, because you know, for matching condition and mismatching condition I have explained. So in a practical scenario we have taken a horn antenna. So you can perform like difference in what I call the low VSWR for perfectly matched load and practical load. So if you want to see a perfectly matched load, then you have to put a short, perfectly matched short, which already you have seen in your lab when you were here. So we have taken a practically a matched load, that is horn antenna. You can see it is a horn antenna, flared opening at the end of a rectangular waveguide. So this is nothing but a horn antenna put at a load end. So now we will on the klystron supply, and we will try to get first the square wave corresponding to that particular supply. So here you can see we have to put power on, and correspondingly we have to put high threshold on. Now high threshold is off, so you are getting 0, 0, 0. So now you have to put this button down. So when you are putting this button, that means HT is high threshold down. So you will be getting variation over here. So this is nothing but you can set this if you are putting this to near to current bar. So if you are putting this near to current bar, it should be between 0.14 to 0.19. So any value, that is ampere I am talking about. So any values between here, that is 0.016 to 0.019. Any values between here in terms of ampere, you will be getting a perfect square wave over CRO. If you are not getting a perfect square wave over CRO, then you have to tune your beam and repeller to adjust this value such that you should get a square wave over here. If you are not getting a square wave, then you cannot move ahead with this experiment. So until and unless for this particular scenario, see, if you are setting up current, then you have to put your current from 0.014 to 0.019, and then similarly vary your repeller and beam to adjust this in order to have your square wave on your CRO screen. Otherwise, don't move. Set, adjust here, and then go ahead. Okay. Now, corresponding to this particular scenario, we have got the square wave over here. Now, our slotted line, moving wedge at the slotted line is at the starting position of your load. Now, you know, we have to move towards the source end, and correspondingly, we have to note down the maxima and minima, since we have to calculate the VSWR. And the starting only, I have told you, your VSWR should be between 1 and 2. Let us verify this whether for practical scenario it is obtaining that much value or not. So basically VSWR, if we calculate in terms of voltage, we have what? Vmax divided by Vmin. So we have to get different Vmax value and different Vmin value over this particular line, and we have to calculate the VSWR. So theoretically I will show you for one value, same will be proceeded ahead throughout the line when you are moving towards the source end. So now I cannot decide whether it is maxima or minima. We don't know anything. We have just got a square wave. So what I will do, I'll move here. So if you can see, I am moving this wedge on this particular slotted. Why I am telling slotted? Because slots are made here. So I will be moving on the line, and correspondingly you see the variations on your CRO. So I am moving. You can see it is now getting reduced. Move slowly, don't move at a stretch. Now it started increasing. So at this particular position, it is min. at this particular, again it is starting increasing, again it is. So this is the optimum position of this particular gauge when we are moving from load end to source end, and this particular position I am getting Vmin. Why Vmin? Because since if I move this side, you see the square wave is rising. If I move to the other end, square wave is again rising. So this position, this is the min which we are getting at your CRO. Now let us see how much value you are getting at your CRO. How much value it is? So we have measured now here from this particular cursor, we have measured the peak to peak voltage. The peak to peak voltage, if you see, it is around channel 2 we are using, that is around 1.38 volt. It's 1.38 volt. So this is Vmin. So Vmin from source to load, first Vmin we got at around 1.8 volt. Oh sorry, 1.38 volt. See, it is around 1.38 volt. It's changing, but the time it is more constant, we'll take that value. It is 1.38 volt. Okay, now this is Vmin. Now I'll again move ahead towards the source end. So once I am moving ahead, you can see the value now on CRO is increasing. Now it is increasing. So I am moving, it is increasing. Now again it started decreasing when I move. So this is the point, when I move forward, it starts decreasing. So this will be obviously the maximum point. From the load is your Vmax. So now calculate Vmax. So now Vmax peak to peak, if you see, it is around 1.88 volt. So Vmax is now 1.88 volt. Okay, now we will calculate the VSWR. So VSWR is now Vmax by Vmin. So Vmax is now 1.88 volt. See, volt is there, so obviously volt will get cancelled out. So Vmax is 1.8 and Vmin is 1.38. So you will be getting around 1.3. So your VSWR now is 1.3. So now this VSWR obviously following this pattern that it is between 1 to 2. So this is the procedure to calculate your low VSWR. Similarly, you have to move on the line throughout and calculate your Vmax and places on your slotted transmission line. Like this, you have to move fully towards your load and you calculate your VSWR. This is how we perform this particular VSWR experiment. That's all.
Okay, that is about the experiment. Any clarifications? Any questions?
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
Where exactly are we attaching the digital oscilloscope probe to?
Digital oscilloscope probe?
Come again, please. Come again.
Sir, where are we taking the input for the oscilloscope?
Okay, that is connected to the detector probe. On the slotted waveguide, there is a detector probe which detects the oscillation inside the waveguide. So that's where we are attaching the detector probe. Have you seen?
That is a long aluminum type which is standing over there. So that is nothing but your detector probe. From where there you will directly connect. You will be connecting your that wire to your digital oscilloscope. From there you can see it. At the end it is there where you connect your load.
Good, sir. Thank you.
Yeah.
Sir, in the video you were showing us, in many cases there seem to be lagging and a lot of quality issues. So there were certain cases where we couldn't make out what was being written as well,
It is not
especially
recorded
towards the end
video.
of the video that happened for me. Is there any chance that the video could be uploaded after this, the recorded video itself?
Yeah, we'll share it. What is there in that?
Thank you, sir.
Gautam sir.
Yeah.
Gautam sir, you can share that video. You can post it in this a team.
Yes.
So that
yes.
everybody can get. Don't
Yes.
share that drive ID. You just download and share this video here. Upload this video in Teams so that it will be here in Teams.
Right. That can be done.
Yeah. Any other doubt to anyone? Please ask. This is how this is at most we can do for hardware experiment, not beyond that.
Exactly.
Sir, for the assignments, I know that we don't have one today, but what sort of things will we be asking in those?
Suppose, see, for today's experiment, we have shown you regarding this impedance matching and VSWR. So the questions will be either in terms of your MCQs or like whether that MCQ will be in Google Forms or something like that. 5 marks. How much? 5 marks only, no, Gautam? 5 marks
Yes,
question
sir.
only.
Yes.
5 marks question will be there. So based on that, you will be having some objective questions. So you have to answer those objective questions. Based on that, you will get the marks.
Okay, sir. So we don't need any polar plots and all of that, right?
No, for low
with us.
VSWR, you don't require polar plot, no?
I'm saying in general, sir.
In general,
for the other.
in general, it varies from experiment to experiment. So suppose if you are doing antenna experiments, or in antenna experiment, we can tell you to design a equation for your antenna. Like say, suppose we have explained a dipole antenna. So we'll ask you to design a monopole antenna operating at 3 gigahertz. So you will be having some time. So that itself will carry 2 marks or so, 5 marks, something like that. So there itself, there you have to do and you have to post it.
Sir, getting
upon the
the
experiment to
stationery and graphs might be a problem because a lot of us are in lockdown.
There will be no graphs. You don't have to plot any graphs. You have to just give on MS Teams only or Google Forms only. You have to fill. You have to solve and you have to supply the answer. That's all. No graphs, no plots, nothing like that. No sort of things.
Understood, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. Any doubt? Please ask.
Sir, like in the lab, I am determining the VSWR between the source and my antenna, right? Am I audible?
Yes.
Source and load, not antenna. You are seeing when you are moving on a load. So how your antenna is behaving with respect to that slotted line when you are moving from one end to another end. Yeah.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Yes, sir. So my question is like in the lab it is convenient to measure, but for example I am currently on the field. So are there any equipments to measure VSWR directly?
Analyzer is there.
Sorry, sir.
Vector network analyzer is there to directly measure these things. You do not have to measure each and everything directly. You will get the value when you will put your load in that, and you will put a cable there in that device. That is vector network analyzer or a spectrum analyzer. You will put and you will get it in field.
Okay, sir.
Excuse me, sir. Good evening, sir. Sir, can you please tell me what exactly do we have to submit for our experiment, sir? Like after you show us a video, in return, what we are supposed to exactly, sir? I wasn't able to hear, sir, because here network issue was there.
I think Gautam sir, you can go ahead.
See, actually what happens, based on the experiment, we'll give you 5 questions, okay? Any 5 questions. Based on, suppose, how do you calculate VSWR? Something like that. Not as simple as that, but we'll give you some questions. Okay,
Yes.
in MS font. Okay, you just have to write submit. If you've been given with a problem, just solve the problem and submit the answer. As simple as that.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
And just one thing, all have been added to this group, no? Like current student as well as all re-registered student. Specifically, I'm asking for re-registered student who are in 8th semester right now. All of your friends are added here. Dipesh, can you tell me? Dipesh, Vaishali and all?
So far, everyone, sir. I'll once again check the list and confirm it, sir.
Yeah, you confirm from your end. Ask with Vaishali also. So
Yes,
Vaishali
sir.
is there. Today she is attending. Vaishali, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Any other questions? If you have, if you don't have, we can leave.
We can leave, and after your midsem, anyway, next week I think we are posting one more experiment next week.
Yeah.
If there is no problem, then we'll be posting next week. Otherwise, we'll see. And after 3 experiments, we'll be starting with MATLAB, right? I hope if you have not got any other questions, then we can leave the meeting.
Shall we end the meeting?
Before we, I cannot upload the video now itself because of network issues, and I'll upload the video as and when I get the network. Okay, means the prominent network, probably by tomorrow or something like that.
Excuse me, sir, just to clarify, next week with the circular we got from the academic block, the admin, we said there was no labs or classes scheduled. So will we still have lab and all of
No,
this?
no, you will not have lab. Next week you won't have lab. You
Okay.
give exam.
Midsem exam is there, no? Then will not have. Yeah.
Okay, got it, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, Tanvir sir, then we'll leave if there are no questions.
Yeah, we'll leave. Okay, thank you all for attending. Take care. Don't go outside.
Yes.
Thank you, sir.
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 Thank you.
Thank you.